And the game of Sikhi is always, falling before Maharaj. I'm not worthy. Help me.
Okay. How you felt about
नानक नाम मिले ता जीवा तन मन तीवे हरिया।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਸੋ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਾਈ ਰਸਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਆ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਤੋਂ, ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਤੋਂ। ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ। ਸੋ ਰਸਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਵਿਲ talk about little bit about your journey, how you how you were impressed with Sikhi and you became a Guru Pasha son Sikh. So let's how first time you got to know about the Sikhi?
First time is falling before the Nishan Sahib, going to Gurudwara Sahib, and just seeing what's going on. Growing up in Malton, and then going to school in Brampton. If you know Malton and Brampton, they're connected. They're literally together cities. So I thought I was moving far away, but I was actually just around the corner. And just going to the Gurudwara, because the Gurudwara offers anybody can come. Anybody can go there. So I used to go there to try langar for the first time. And for the most part, a lot of my friends, they're Sikh, and in school and so on. So I would go to the Gurudwara Sahib just as an experience, just to see what's going on. Some of my friends, even at work, would say, hey, you want to go eat some langar? We'll take a lunch break, go to Gurudwara. It's free lunch, and then we would hang out there. And over time, doing these things many times and not just one time, it became something that had focus, because there's nobody else in those cities that is going to feed you for free, take care of you for free, and teach you for free. And so that really opened my eyes towards Sikhi. I was doing for work when I had 2 kids. I was driving a truck, and many times when I was driving the truck, I wouldn't have enough money for fuel to go forward and pay for everything to continue my next day. I would need to reserve at least $100 gas for the truck. So I stopped eating in order to get my way through, so I would have enough money to bring my kids to school and enough money to run the truck to continue making money. So instead of stop eating, I went to the Gurudwara. So and the game of Sikhi is always, falling before Maharaj. I'm not worthy. Help me.
Okay. How you felt about when you first see the Darbar, Guru Granth Sahib Pasha, when you went to the Gurudwara? How you felt? What was your feeling that time when you first visited Guru Sahib?
The first time I seen Guru Sahib, I'm sorry to say, I was ignorant as to what I was looking at. I didn't know what I was looking at. And then everything is done in Punjabi. So even then I didn't understand.
But still you can feel.
I can feel, but I can feel only when I look at everybody feeling. That's when I start to realize, wait a second, there's more here. And then when I started to talk to people and understand what they're saying, they come and speak to me about what Sikhi is, what the Guru is.
Okay, next, how about you? Once who told you that you have to take Amrit if you want to connect with the Guru and you want to do darshan? If you want to explore Sikhi and you want to follow Sikhi, you have to take Amrit. How you got to know about that?
That was my heart. Nobody told me that.
But your heart told that you have to take Amrit if you want to be Sikh.
That was my heart. Then I was practicing Gatka, because I always wanted to be a martial artist, and it's hard to learn martial arts. But Gatka is kind of step 1, step 2. It's really easy in terms of martial arts, and they give you weapons right away. So when we were doing Kung Fu, I was doing Kung Fu with my kids, I was doing karate with my kids, we got bored. Because we're not touching weapons fast enough. So when we did Gatka, it was like we have weapons already in our hands, so we decided to stick with that. and they took all contact sports out of my kids' schools.
Okay, let's a little bit focus upon Amrit. Were you fascinated? Were you longing for that you have to take Amrit as fast as you can? Because you specially came from from your busy schedule, you came to Winnipeg taking Amrit. How you felt about that? Especially you can add it how you felt yesterday when Guru Pasha gave you Amrit.
Oh, that's a whole different question, yeah. When I felt that was amazing, because then I understand that it was the Guru giving me Amrit. Then I understood that my journey was the fact that the Guru had chosen me to come this distance, and that's humbling. Yeah, I cried already, but I was happy I didn't cry in front of everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, if you cry in front of everybody know about the game, what the game is.
Yeah.
It is called Varag.
Yeah.
It's not a worldly crying. It's a crying for our soul, our Guru. Because you have kids, if they have something love or if they need something, they cry.
Yeah.
Same like us. We are the kids of the Guru. So how you feel that yesterday?
Yesterday I felt strong. Like I wanted to feel strong because like what you said, I'm running to take Amrit. Yeah. And that's because of primarily all the wrong that's happening in the world right now. I know that it's the only solution. In my heart, in my mind, it's the only solution is Sikhi. Right? Because once these problems are in the community, they're so deep rooted in the community that we need the word, we need the Bani, we need the original axioms, maxims, and precepts that started the world. Yeah. So that we can begin to talk amongst each other without fighting.
Okay. And what about the meditation part? When you come to Sangat, we do Vaheguru Simran and we try to focus, do meditate, close the eyes. How you say about that? Because lot of people, especially the Western world, they're focusing on the meditation. They say do meditation. Somebody they wanna do good business. They say we do meditation 15 to half an hour. And now the people are getting how the importance matters. But when we are in Sikhi, it's the big thing is meditation. How you think about that?
So when we meditate Sikhi, we're saying Simran, we're saying Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. This clears our mind from thought. We're not thinking about anything else. When I was doing meditation before, martial arts, other places, they say the Western world's meditation. They say that it's impossible to clear your mind. They said that it's impossible to think nothing. This is wrong. Meditation should be shutting your mind off and thinking nothing. Completely. Yeah. But the Gursik, we're saying the mantra, which is clearing our mind completely.
Gur mantra.
Yeah, the Gur mantra, right?
And what is Gur mantra? You know yesterday.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru, right? So that is the vector to clear the mind. That's the tool to clear the mind. Other people are trying to clear their mind without Vaheguru. Yeah.
Okay. One more question. You were already explained about, but that was about Gatka.
Yeah.
Can you say some more words about that and how you practice, when you practice, and then we have a couple more questions.
Every Saturday, and that's because I have my kids on the weekend. And why? Because they took contact sports out of school. I played football, and I mean American football. Smash mouth football. So I was looking for something with contact to introduce to my kids so that they can be strong, and it came in the form of Gatka. That's the only way. And then I'm even teaching my kids how to move, how to think, and how to translate fighting into their normal day. Yeah, and so that's what I learned from football. I learned how to be aggressive fast enough. How to be aggressive fast enough to suit the situation at hand. That means problem, reaction, solution immediately. Yeah. And that's why I love Gatka. Because the way you might be able to spin a stick, the best thing about a stick is it can transform into the sword depending on how you hold it. Yeah. And the broom is the stick. So maybe you're in the kitchen sweeping. And somebody invades your house.
It's called seva.
Doing seva.
How you like seva?
How do I like it?
Yeah.
I just like to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like doing langar seva.
Yeah.
Like when you are distributing langar, Parchar and how you like it?
Well, it's beautiful. Because when I'm sitting down having langar, I like it when someone comes and gives me langar.
Yeah.
So it's always
If
good
you're
to be
doing
the
the
guy
same.
giving langar.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Okay, and one more thing. What's your, there are two things, major two things. The one is meditation, Vaheguru Simran, and the other one is understanding the Gurbani. So how are you doing right now, and what are you thinking about later, like how you can read Gurbani or understand it?
I want to be able to just find Gurbani in English. There are a couple apps. And then as much Banis as I can, write them.
Okay.
Write them in Punjabi and write the English. And then this way, I'm hoping to learn the Punjabi properly.
Yeah, there was like, if you have in your mind that you want to learn Punjabi too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I ask some people, what does this word mean? In Punjabi, they say, oh, there is no meaning. You have to feel.
Yeah.
So like a word.
There are a lot of words in Gurbani that you can just say meaning, but it's a temporary, not like same extent. Like let's say Anand.
Yeah.
You say happiness, delightness, this and that. You cannot explain it. You cannot write in other language. That's why I was saying, like, are you planning to learn Punjabi too?
100%.
Gurmukhi?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think I would be winning this game if I did it. I'm trying to learn from you right now. Everybody that's
And one more thing I can explain you. Guru Granth Sahib is in Punjabi. And you know Guru Sahib Prakash Man right now. And if it's written in any other language, we will not come here. We cannot matha tekna.
Yeah.
We cannot because it should be only.
Yeah.
Okay. And one last question. How are you thinking about for your coming Sikhi life? What your plans are? How you feel about it? What you want to?
My plan is just to be the best Sikh I can be. Yeah, just to be the best Sikh I can be. And for me, that's being a warrior. For me, that incorporates training. For me, that incorporates the amount of push-ups I might do a day, the amount of deadlifts, the amount of squats, the amount of weight I can bench press versus how well I can use a sword, how long I can swing it. These are the things that go through my mind. Like we were having a conversation earlier, the warriors would have to swing their sword for 14 hours. I know myself, I can only take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? So to
You want to
me,
be like those warriors.
100%. Because I know that old world might show back up anytime now. And if that's the case, diyar ba diyar, I'm ready. Yeah.
We are ready.
Yeah.
So a lot of things in mind about Sikhi, lot of bakshish you want, and lot of things you want to do for yourself and for the community and for the humanity.
Yeah.
So
And even I'm a personal trainer at Freebird, 284 Render Road, shameless plug. Okay, that's where we are personal trainers and we train people there. Maybe Punjabi community, not just Punjabi community, anybody, but anybody trying to give up on their own personal fitness journey has to look on the wall and see Baba Deep, see Maya Bago, see all the warriors, and then they think, nah, I'm not going to give up. I want to be like the warriors.
Want to be like that.
Yeah, so that's the plan, and that's what we're trying to give to everybody else while we're trying to do it for ourselves, is to be just like the warriors.
Oh, okay, Rasul Singh, we all the Sangat, all the Singhs, and everybody, we do ardas for you that Guru Pasha gave you his name, Singh. Guru Pasha adopted you as his own son yesterday, and Guru Pasha will fulfill all your blessings as a Sikh. They will give you darshan. Because one more thing, one last question. Waheguru. Waheguru. One last question. I skipped it. It's so important.
Okay.
Did Guru Pasha give you darshan? Some way? Huh? Yeah,
You
because
mean
we got to know
vision-wise?
that you have a vision of Guru
Yeah,
Sahib.
yeah. I think the main blessing was the amount of years I studied Gatka. I've been playing with my kids for over 15 years, and it turned into something. Even my kids used to make fun of me. You know, everybody would call me weird. I wear my turban and put on my armors. They would call me like a wizard, you know, and tell me, what do I think I am? And then for those years, I didn't care. That was the part that really, like, when I was really thinking about it, really hit me, because I didn't care about what people thought. I still took the money that I had, which was very little money, to buy shusters, to buy sotis, to buy faris. I have all my equipment in my living room making a mess because I want it to be right there at my door when I'm ready to go into my backyard and practice. My neighbors think I'm crazy because they see me doing circles with my sword, trying to get the right footwork, because as long as my shuster is okay, I have to have the right pentra in order to move, right?
Yeah.
In order to move, or else, you know, I'm not moving clean enough. I'm not moving fast enough. Even my shuster can take off my kneecaps, right? If I don't have the right footwork, right?
Yes.
So these things moved me. These things made me interested. My original English name is Knight, like knight in shining
Knight.
armor. Knight.
Yoda. In
Yoda.
Punjabi we say Yoda.
Yoda, okay? That's the original, my original take on life was to be a knight. So when I heard the idea of being Khalsa,
Khalsa.
yeah, that's a real knight, Sant Sipahi,
Yeah.
righteous,
You got to know yesterday was Khalsa. Means
Khalsa.
pure.
pure, yeah. So that was more or less why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's all Sangat do prayer for Russell Singh that Guru Pasha gave him darshan. Guru Pasha gave him whatever he wants. He want to practice Sikhi from his heart. So Guru Pasha will do it. Let's all do blessings. And thanks a lot about all the questions you get, good answers.
Thank you too, Guruji.
We'll promote the Sikhi with that. And Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.